Thank you guys so much for joining us today for today's 1% challenge. Today we're talking about discussing how to be found on LinkedIn, how to increase your findability factor, if that is even a word. Oftentimes when we think about being found online, we're thinking about Google and Yahoo and Bing and all of these other big, bad, and wonderful search engines. We rarely think about how to be found on social media networks. And considering that LinkedIn has the biggest business population ever, one of the most popular social networking sites for professionals, I think it's really important to focus on this particular social network just as much as it's important to focus on having your website found on search engines. So how do you increase your findability on LinkedIn? Well, you kind of have to, just like with search engines, you have to put yourself in the searcher's seat. So you have to really think about, first of all, how to optimize your profile in a way that matches what they're looking for. So if for me as an example, I'm in the web design industry. I do WordPress, I blog, I speak, I consult, I coach. Those are all keywords that I need to weave throughout my profile if I want to be found. If those keywords are not on my profile, then when someone goes and they look for a marketing coach or a small business coach, guess what? My results, my profile is not going to be in the middle of their search results. So the first step is to optimize your LinkedIn profile by first brainstorming keywords. Sit down and really think about things from the perspective of who you want to be found by on LinkedIn. Brainstorm the different keywords that they might use to search for you or for industries within your profession, and then take those keywords and integrate them throughout the title, your current and existing title. It doesn't have to be, that title field that they provide for you is much, much longer than what people use it. However many characters that people currently are using. They're putting in owner. Okay, that's great, but you've got like more than 200 other characters to put in there. Go ahead and utilize that space and weave in some of those keywords into that title. Also, with your current job description, your past job experience, take those keywords and strategically place them in each one of them. The more areas that those keywords are placed in, naturally placed in, like you don't want to go overboard, but the more areas that those keywords are placed in, the higher you will rank for those keywords. A second thing that you can do to increase your findability on LinkedIn is that you can connect with as many relevant professionals as you can, where it makes sense. Now, the purpose of social media, I think, is not to go out and just find millions of connections. They're there, but what good is a million connections if not one of them is relevant to you? So it's all about quality over quantity. So go out there and find meaningful, relevant connections to you. The way that you do this is in two ways. Well, there's many ways that you can do this. I do it in two main ways. One of which is I reach down into my personal network, people that I've worked with in the past, people that I've been associated with in the past, people that I enjoyed or have learned from even in the past. I reach out to them and ask them to connect with me on LinkedIn. That way we can stay updated with what's going on in each other's professional careers and try and help each other as best as we can. The second thing that I'll do is I will go out and reach out to people within groups that I belong to. So I'll find groups that are relevant to my skills, relevant to the type of things that I'm interested in. I'll join those groups, and while in those groups you have the opportunity to participate in discussions, you have the opportunity to learn more about different people that you may not have been exposed to before, and because you're a member of that group, you have access to every other member within that group. So whereas normally if I see somebody that's works all the way in Philadelphia and is no way connected within my network, but I want to be introduced to them, I have to either pay with InMail in order to introduce myself to that person, or I have to find somebody within my network that's willing to connect the two pieces or connect us two together. Now, when you're using groups, you skip all of that. You don't have to worry about that nonsense because you share a commonality. You share a common group, and you can use that common group to initiate and make that connection. So do not underestimate the power of groups. Now, the reason why I say that connecting with relevant professionals within your network is important to help your findability is because when someone goes to LinkedIn and they search for keywords relevant to you, they are going to first, in their search terms, they're going to first see people that are in network. Okay, there's millions of profiles that are on LinkedIn, so LinkedIn has to find a way of prioritizing the search engine profiles. One of the ways that they do that is by, okay, this is all the people that fit the search term qualifications, your query. These are all the people that fit it that are within your first circle of connections. These are all the people that fit it that are in the second level of connections, and then your third level of connections. Okay, so if you think about this in terms of Facebook, these are the people that are your friends, the people that are your friends of your friends, and the people that are your friends of your friends of your friends. So the more people that you're connected with, the more people that you'll be able to be found by when they're searching for you. So those are the two tips that I have for you today on optimizing your search engine profile so that you can be, or your LinkedIn profile so that you could be found on LinkedIn very, very easily. Brainstorm those keywords, integrate them throughout your profile, and then go out and make as many meaningful, relevant connections as you can. And have fun.